Hello, I'm here. I'm just doing a quick walk around of my 2014 Ram 1500. Show you guys what I've done to it so far and what my future plans are. Again. So, here it is. We'll start with the front end. Sorry it's a little dark. But the bumper here, a friend and I, we got together, we made this bumper. No bumper on the market I could find that was going to give me the approach angle that I wanted. So we made one that's going to work, and to keep it as plumb as possible, instead of putting the winch attached to the front and having it there all the time, I just put a receiver in the front, and I'll be using a winch plate if I ever need to. Right now I do have a 3+2 leveling kit. Went with the Fox shocks and just turn the spanner nuts up about another 5/8 of an inch, and that gives you an extra inch out front. So creates 3 inches of lift in the front, and I have a puck in the back to bring the back end up 2 inches. I did go with a cheap Amazon upper control arm. I don't know if you'd be able to see that with the poor lighting. So it's a uniball, just a basic tube structure, and it was like $350. I'm not quite happy with it. It is a little bit shorter, I think, than the stock upper control arms, so my alignment is completely maxed out, and it was difficult for them to get it aligned. It says it's for 2 to 4 inch lift. I don't think I really agree with that, so probably better off spending the extra money and getting a quality upper control arm. Coming around, also this is the 5.7 liter. This is a 2014. This particular one came with the 8-speed automatic. At the time I wasn't looking for the 8-speed. I didn't really care. All I wanted was the Hemi and the tow package to get the 392 gears with no slip rear end. But this particular one that I found, it had the 8-speed, and I'm very happy that I got it. I hear that there's quite a few issues with the 6 speeds, and the 8-speed's been working very well for me. I did buy it. If you notice, it's got some hail damage. Saved quite a bit of money. My reasoning for purchasing this truck, it was to take it off-road. So having some dimples in it is not going to bother me at all, being that I've scratched the sides up pretty well. The hole underneath of it's bashed in pretty well, and that's going to get mitigated here at some point. Come around, got a light bar up top, this cheap Amazon one, just really going for the look. I've used it once off-road, and it did plenty well for a cheap light bar. I don't need to light up the entire sky. The bed bar back here, just laid in some L angle or L channel in here and just welded that in. Made the bars myself, got all that welded in. The rear end here, I got the Fox 2.0s in here. The rear bumper, for most of you people that own a Dodge, you'll notice there used to be a bunch of sheet metal that used to stick down way down here, and I was gonna just destroy it with the rocks. So I cut it all off, made my own rear bumper. So it's a 2x6 tubular with a L angle welded to it. Kind of just give it the look, and it's pretty low profile. Just trying to again achieve the best departure angle as possible. The exhaust. So this is a 2014. So this did come with the dual exhaust. And the way it was sticking down about 6 inches below my aftermarket bumper, and it was sticking out about another 5 inches or so. So I was driving it without the tips on it, and that was doing just fine. But even with them tucked in back, I still smashed them on rocks. So what I ended up doing was just cutting it off back here at the muffler, and just welded in a muffler, and the exhaust just dumps right out here on the bottom. So now I shouldn't have to worry about it anymore. Let me see what else. Oh yeah, the rear end. So this is the 9 1/4 that comes from Dodge. They are horrible with aftermarket, and then Dodge, for this from I believe 2010 and on, decided to change it very slightly, and now it's the 9 1/4 ZF and not a Chrysler 9 1/4, and there is almost nothing for this rear end. I've done some research. I still have to do some more research and figure it out. So I want to get a locker in here. The only thing I could find is a lunchbox locker from Nitro Gears. So that's what I went with. And I broke one of them. So they were cool about it. Sent it back. They got me a new one. Got that one put in. I haven't had any issues since. I did get the alignment of the locker better than it was the first time, so that could have possibly just been the issue. Aside from that, it's done really well. I did remove the rear sway bars, and that helps my rear end articulate quite a bit more than if you leave them on. Like I said, I don't tow much of anything ever with this, so a little body roll on the highways and back roads is not going to bother me at all. And for the summer years, months, I'd remove the front sway bar as well, get as much articulation out of the front end when I go off-road. Typically when winter comes and I put my winter wheels on, I put the sway bar back on, and I'm happy with that. Probably not recommended for everybody, but it's what I do. For a quick walk around, I think that's about all I got for you guys. If there's any questions, you can leave some comments. And stay tuned, because I have some exciting things on their way that I'm going to be working on here pretty quick. So see what I can do here. See ya.